Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris and this is Gym Spotlight, the series where we travel to your area to give you an insight to your local BJJ gym. This week we're in Wiltshire, which is famous for cheese, probably. I actually don't know. What's Wiltshire famous for? It's Wiltshire famous for... Okay. What? Okay, cured ham is apparently what Wiltshire's famous for, and white horses. How random. But aside from horses and ham, in the small town of Melksham, which is near the River Avon and a few miles south of Chippenham, there is an upcoming BJJ gym with a fantastic friendly environment and two of the nicest brown belts I've ever met. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I give you Urso-Lobo Jiu Jitsu. Let's get into it.
I'm Mark Clark and I'm a brown belt under Jimmy Johnson. Been doing Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and grappling since May 2015, but before that I had a professional MMA career under Dragon's Lair MMA and Predators MMA in Manchester. Did that since 2008-9 maybe. Started with Neil Atkins in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu up in Chorley at LAKEY Academy in 2015 and never looked back really. Stopped MMA because I didn't like the stress that my body was going under for weight cutting and things like that. So, and obviously the main thing being punched in the face, didn't like that at all. Yeah.
Ben Brumby, brown belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, also under Jimmy Johnson. Been training pure Jiu Jitsu probably about 5-6 years now. Like Mark, background in MMA, not as high level as Mark, only amateur for me. Started out back in Wales with Shaky, Richard Shaw, with Brazilian Jiu Jitsu and MMA. When I qualified as a teacher in my day job, moving to Melksham, again trained at Dragon's Lair, same as Mark. When I got too old to get smashed in the face on a constant basis, didn't want to damage my beard anymore, transitioned to pure Jiu Jitsu. Jimmy Johnson took obviously myself under his wing. Me and Mark weren't together at that point, but through our mutual friendship through Dragon's Lair, when Mark returned to the area, we kind of combined our clubs together and became Urso-Lobo Jiu Jitsu, which is what we exist as today.
Since November 2020, yeah.
What kind of classes do you offer at the gym?
Competition class on a Tuesday,
Nice.
6 PM, yeah, so that's just pure intensity, you know, wrestling, sub-only rounds.
He's on your chest,
just,
kind of class.
yeah.
So
And then we got technique class on a Thursday, Saturday morning, which is nogi, and then your class on a Sunday, isn't it?
Sunday, and then
We
we've
got
got
the
one kids class at
as
the
well.
moment, which is just before the adults class on a Sunday too. So nice variety of classes throughout the week, but obviously we plan on expanding on that in the future.
I loved training with these guys. Super friendly gym. There can sometimes be this feeling of apprehension as a newcomer to a gym or a beginner when you first step foot in it and you feel like you're out of place. But from the get-go, it was just like I was one of the lads. Like I've been training there this entire time and this was just another Saturday. It can sometimes be really hard for a gym to get that feeling, but they have nailed it and it's such a nice thing. I was just walking in, everyone was super friendly and it's just nice to have that. For specifics on where they're based, it's the Avonside Business Park and they're situated in the Dragon's Lair gym, which is at the very top floor. I actually loved walking up the steps, by the way, or the stairs, because as you keep going up the floor, it just keeps going just a little further, you're almost there. Now Mark and Ben have two completely different games and styles when it comes to teaching, and that's because of their background, but this isn't a bad thing. This is great for the gym because it means they've got this uniqueness about them, which is great for their guys and gals to develop this hybrid style and create their own game. Like, okay, I'll take a bit of Ben's half guard game, I'll take a bit of Mark's top game, and then I'll kind of just mush it together and bah, my very own game. If you have a gym you'd like me to visit, or you own a wee gym and you'd like me to visit, then drop it down in the comments below and I'll be happy to pop over for some rolls and some footage. Let's get back to the video. After some tough rolls with Mark, Ben and his guys, I got a chance to sit down with them to talk about teaching, where the gym's going and their journey into BJJ. Is it wonky?
Oh, a little bit.
Go.
There you go.
It's like I know what I'm doing. Hi guys, so I'm here with Mark, little wave, Ben, big wave. This is Urso-Lobo Jiu Jitsu. We just finished the Saturday class, quality class, really enjoyable. Lovely little detail on the choi bar, by the way. I did try it, it did fail, but that doesn't matter. Jiu Jitsu can have many memorable moments from winning your first comp, kind of getting promoted under your professor, around your friends, or even like meeting one of your heroes. If you had to pick one from what you guys have done, what would be your most memorable moment in jits?
I mean, I could pick out sort of 3 right now. Sort of first time maybe my children shared the match with me.
Awesome.
My first student success, I would say. The first time we promoted a student to a coloured belt was a big moment for us as a club, from a coaching point of view.
Huge.
And from a competition point of view, recently is we've kind of been working at our competition success for about 2 years, and then all of a sudden, over the space of a few months, it all kind of came together and we started smashing the fuck out of everyone, which was great. So, can I say that on camera? Is that acceptable?
We can beep it, it's fine.
For me, in Jiu-Jitsu, it's being promoted to each belt colour, because at the moment I got my blue belt under Neil Atkins, I got my purple belt under Sean Beattie and Mill Hill, and then I've got my brown belt under Jimmy Johnson. So the journey for me has been each belt rank has offered something different where I've moved around the country. So I've been and fortunate enough to sort of visit these different places and go and learn the different styles of jiu-jitsu.
This last one was kind of important because it's a promotion we shared this time. Previously we had kind of separate BJJ journeys that have gradually come together at one point, and now our journeys kind of on a joint path. Whereas this last promotion, it was just nice to share the promotion on the same day together as a team, as teammates, as partners in the gym, and get our brown belts on the same day as well, which was nice.
You've kind of mentioned it, but obviously your outlook in BJJ has changed, having now owning a gym. So if you had to pick a moment for, like, what's the favourite thing about owning the gym and owning it in that aspect, and then your favourite thing about jits just being on the mats, if you had to do like a differentiation, what would they be?
When we started making a name for ourselves in competition, and we were having people coming up after the competition and asking about who we were, the techniques that our boys were landing in competition. So our boys were submitting people, and they were coming up and asking about the submissions afterwards, or coming up and not understanding what it was that they got caught with, and coming up and questioning us on our jiu-jitsu. So it just felt like kind of almost like, I know, the jiu-jitsu equivalent of a bar mitzvah, and we kind of arrived and started.
Bar mitzvah? Why did you just say like Christmas or something? You know, like,
so specific. They're gonna know what edited it now. The fucking battery ran out. God damn it.
Yeah, no, so I was just saying, like, both mine and Ben's jiu-jitsus are very different, and then of seeing the guys develop as essentially their own style of jiu-jitsu, so not just one person's, like, at the moment, Ollie, one of our blue belts, is developing a really nice butterfly game, and, you know, some of the other guys are developing a really strong half-guard game, and they're adopting different bits from myself and Ben, and it's just, we don't have, like, a set way of the jiu-jitsu working. It's like, you know, they're all getting their own little niche, little bits of it, and they're all setting their own sort of style of problem.
Like a buffet.
Buffet.
Buffet and jiu-jitsu.
Buffets and bar mitzvahs, that's all I've got from this.
That's what the tagline's going to be now.
You're not Jewish, are you? No. Where are you going?
In regards to just jits by itself and outside the teaching aspect, what's kind of your favourite things if you had to just sort of...
My favourite thing, going down to train with our head coach and get my ass smashed by all the big dogs down there.
Fair.
Because it's my chance to learn. Again, jiu-jitsu's a learning sport for all of us.
Definitely.
No matter how good you are, how good you think you are, there's always someone better around the corner, and that's my thing. Is I like going down and getting an opportunity for me to develop and for me to learn. So going down and training with Jimmy Johnson, it's nice for us to go down there and be the students for a change, isn't it? To be at the bottom of the pile and listening and learning from someone who's better than us.
We're going to do just quick fire questions. First thing that pops your head. Favourite position?
Bottom half guard lockdown.
Jiu-jitsu?
Butterfly guard.
Nice. Favourite submission?
Armbar.
Ooh, if we're going fancy, Peruvian necktie.
If we're going fancy, Terrical platter all day long.
Gi or no gi?
Better at no-gi, but I like the challenger gi.
I prefer no gi, but again,
I
I think grappling's grappling at the end of the day, so gi, no gi.
Yeah. Best thing about competing?
Finding out how good you actually are.
Yeah. Testing your...
Exposing your weakness.
Yeah, testing yourself in battle. Yeah, love it.
Worst thing about competing?
The build-up.
The build-up.
From a jiu-jitsu point of view, I think sometimes it's the cost, and like having to pay sort of a lot of money to get travel, 200 miles and get one match, or one person that doesn't turn up and you get a deep. It's hard work sometimes, and I understand why it is a high cost. Cause obviously, it's not a huge spectator sport, but
or
sometimes
no one turns up.
Yeah. You pay 50 quid, travel a big distance, and don't get any matches.
Finally, if you could travel back in time and meet white belt Mark and white belt Ben, what's the one bit of advice that you would give yourself?
Start earlier it would have been.
Mine would just be compete more.
Just
Compete
more.
more. Just compete more. You did compete a lot, but I didn't. I compete because obviously with a pro MMA background as a white belt, I had to compete in the blue belt division. So already the level was.
Oh, see.
You're just already put in at that level, and you're like, right, you're in that level now. But as an MMA fighter, my jiu-jitsu sucked.
Yeah, it can be a tough
Submission
job because
stuff,
lots of the MMA guys come from a striking background and they still got to enter the jiu-jitsu tournaments from a blue belt level, but some of them didn't have blue belt level jiu-jitsu.
Definitely not.
Guys, thank you very much for having me. It's been an absolute pleasure. The little shakes. Thank you very much, Ben. Thank you very much, Mark.
No worries, man.
This is Urso-Lobo Jiu Jitsu. Any final words? That'll do. We don't need any final sign-off. That's it. Yeah. Catch you all next time. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Round one done.
So there you are, Urso-Lobo Jiu Jitsu. If you're ever in the land of cured ham and white horses, go give these guys a visit. A friendly gym with a great atmosphere, run by two of the soundest blokes I've met with a top knowledge in Jiu Jitsu. You won't be disappointed. Guys, thank you very much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to leave it a like. If you have a gym you'd like me to visit, or you own a gym and we want to do something similar, then drop me a wee message down below and let's make it happen. If you've got any questions for me or Urso-Lobo Jiu Jitsu, don't forget to leave comments down below. And as always, if you like this face and want to see more of it and support the channel, then consider subscribing. Either way, have yourself a wonderful day. My name's Chris and I will catch you all next time. Cheers!